Hey everybody, happy Monday and good noon. I'm Michelle Gooch with Life by Design. I work with people who are looking for a little more clarity, who want to move down the road and have felt a little stuck or feel like they need a little bit of partnership to get them where they want to go. So if you want more information about that, you can find me at www.lifebydesign.guru. www.lifebydesign.guru. I said last week we would talk about setting the tone in January. So today we're returning to that, set the tone. Last week the challenge was wake up and don't go straight to your phone. So I'm curious how that worked for you. Did you stay away from your phone first thing in the morning? We were talking about how music, the soundtrack of a movie, sets the tone. We know what's coming next. When the music gets dark and ominous, we know something bad's about to happen. Or when it gets light and joyful, we know something good's about to happen. But we do that same thing in our life. We set the tone. And when we hit snooze 3 times in the morning, what kind of tone are we setting for the day? We've already started with this idea that I don't have enough. I didn't get enough sleep. And now I don't have enough time in the morning. Now we're running late. Now I'm behind the 8 ball. We start the morning with this angst and this rush and this I'm not going to get there attitude when we push snooze. And believe it or not, the statistics say 57% of the Americans hit snooze. So that's how we're setting the tone for our day. And Mel Robbins likes to use the 5-second rule where she says you count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and just commit. So the alarm goes off, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I'm in. My feet are to the ground. So today, set the tone for your morning by eliminating that snooze button. Whatever that looks like, however you need to do that. If you want to use Mel Robbins' 5 seconds or if you need to set the alarm in the other room, whatever you need to do. But if we will look at that for a moment, what we probably will discover is that you and I need more sleep. The reason we push the snooze button is not because that additional 7 minutes is really going to get us good sleep. We know that's not going to happen. But it's because the 5 hours prior, we didn't get enough sleep. So starting there, thinking about our sleep patterns, thinking about our routine for sleep, we probably need more sleep than we're getting, and if we get that sleep consistently, we might not need to push the snooze button. Scientists tell us that sleep is as essential to our survival as water and food. Without sleep, we can't form or maintain the pathways in our brain that help us learn, that create new memories. It's harder for us to concentrate. We respond slower. Our response time is slower when we haven't slept. My oldest son started 2nd grade. When he started 2nd grade, this is years ago, he had probably been in 2nd grade a whole week when he came home and told me all the ways that 2nd grade was harder for him. He's a pretty smart cookie, even back in 2nd grade, and he just was whining and complaining and crying about how hard 2nd grade was and how he couldn't get it all done and it was just too much to do. And the whole time he's laying out all of his complaints, I'm thinking, what's the resolution going to be? What's the solution going to be? Because I can't have a 2nd grade dropout here in the family, right? By the time he got through with this whole complaint and this crying and this how sad it is because 2nd grade's so hard, he told me, Mom, I need to get more sleep. He knew what the scientists are telling us. He needed more sleep. He already went to bed at 8 o'clock, so his bedtime got bumped up to 7:30. So think about it. When does your alarm go off? 5:30, 6:30? When does it go off? Back up 7 to 9 hours. That's what they say adults need, 7 to 9 hours. Kids need more. Now you've got this bedtime routine that you've got to figure out. We do bedtime routines for kids to help them get ready to go to sleep. Well, adults need that too. What kind of routine do you need in the evening in order to not push snooze in the morning? You see how it sets the tone for the day? You got to start the night before. So back up 7 hours, maybe 9 hours, and start going to bed then. Back up an hour before that and start some kind of routine for your sleep. What does that look like? Avoid caffeine a few hours earlier, cut the caffeine off, or start some kind of relaxation routine in that last hour or 30 minutes before bed. But getting to bed at a consistent time that gives you 7 to 9 hours before the alarm goes off is going to help you with your commitment, which is the challenge this week, your commitment to not pushing snooze. So last week, we committed to not picking our phone up the minute we get out of bed and looking for one thing we could look forward to, whether it was the coffee or the sunrise or whatever. Now, this week, I'm challenging you to not push snooze. And in order to do that, evaluate your sleep. Do you need to go to bed earlier? Or do you need some kind of routine in the evening to help you with your appropriate going to bed time that gives you all the sleep you need? The studies say sleep can help prevent cancer, it can reduce stress, it can reduce inflammation, it can improve concentration and productivity, and it improves memory. There's all kinds of reasons we need to get more sleep. But the one we're talking about is it sets the tone for the day. If you are interested in upping the way you set the tone for the day, maybe you would want to come to a workshop that we're offering in February 1st, Saturday, February 1st. My friend Dr. Jordan Adams and I are hosting a ladies' brunch called Resonance, and we will be looking at how to set the tone for the day, the week, the month, the year. You're welcome to join us. I'll put that information in the comments below. See you next Monday.